Hey everybody, welcome back to the Working Man's Whiskey. I'm Bobby. Today's review I'd like to do is Bushmills Irish Whiskey. And the reason I want to do Bushmills today, guys, is because I've never had Bushmills before. Yeah, it's probably sounds crazy to some of you guys, Irish whiskey drinkers out there, but I was recently talking to somebody who is a big Irish whiskey fan, and he told me that Bushmills is his favorite Irish whiskey out there. Better than Jameson, better than Tullamore Dew, just to name a couple. But there's really no reason I haven't had Bushmills before. I just haven't. I see it everywhere I go, and the little bottle here is like a couple bucks. The big bottle is like $20, so there's really no reason I haven't had it. But I just felt like today would be a good day. I got the little bottle for a couple reasons. I think I told you guys my birthday's coming up, and of course Christmas is coming up. So I wanted the cabinet space, just in case I find something out there that I want to try or something I want to review. And these little bottles, as you can see, take up a whole lot less space. So I wanted to get this little guy to show you, and also I feel like with Christmas coming up, or Christmas is just an excuse, but these little bottles here make awesome stocking stuffers, or good little gifts. Don't put the glass ones like this in a piñata or anything, but I've been to parties where the piñata's full of little kind of bite-sized bottles, I guess you could call them, and plastic, of course. But it's a good way to try out different kinds of whiskey, rum, whatever kind of booze you guys like to drink. But anyway, it's they're really convenient, these little bottles here, and thought this was a good opportunity to try out Bushmills. So a little bit about Bushmills, guys. It's the oldest Irish whiskey in existence. It's been around since 1608, even says on the bottle here. 1608 was when King James the First granted Sir Thomas Phillips his distilling license, and Sir Thomas Phillips was a governor and a landowner in Ireland, and 1608 marks the date that King James I granted him his license to distill. Don't know much else about Sir Thomas Phillips, so I'll skip ahead several years. 1784 is when Bushmills distillery was first registered. So we're talking, a long time after. But there's just so much history from Bushmills. You guys know I love my history. And then let's see, in the 1850s, Ireland, I guess, kind of invoked a tax on different kinds of grain, a grain tax, and it mainly affected malted barley. So a lot of distilleries back then went cheaper, went with not so high quality grains to avoid the taxes. Bushmills wasn't one of these though. Bushmills decided to stay with the quality that they had always had to that point, and paid the taxes on it, and just kept everything the same, which is pretty admirable, especially for that time. And let's see, they've won a lot of medals over the years. I believe in 1889 there was an exposition in Paris where Bushmills was the only whiskey, period, to win the gold medal. And since then, I think in as recently as like 2009, 2010, something like that. Check the years. Don't quote me on that. But um, there are different spirit competitions in San Francisco, so not too far from where I am. And Bushmills won some double gold medals in those competitions. So pretty impressive. And they are still one of the most well-loved, well-respected, most historical Irish whiskeys out there. And it's a pot still whiskey, of course, triple distilled, and that's about it, guys. It's aged in American oak for 5 years before they blend it with the malted whiskey. So, yeah, that's a little bit of information for you guys. Hopefully that's enough for now. I encourage you guys to check the history of Bushmills out, because they are, reading about them was pretty cool. You know, you guys know I love my history, so pretty neat stuff with a great history. So on the eye test, I guess you could say, it's a pretty light whiskey. I can smell it from here. It smells good already. But it's a pretty light colored whiskey. You know, different grains, of course, than, oh, sorry guys, different grains than like American bourbon. So, you know, you're not going to have a whole lot of, dark barrel char, I guess. Anyway, it's, it's really light. Let's go for the nose. I mean, there's not much color there, guys. It's like a little bit of like a yellow tint. That's it. On the nose. Not sure if you guys can hear your kids are playing outside. It's getting colder outside, but these kids all year round, they're ready to go. There's a creek behind the house across the street, so you can hear frogs making noise and everything. There's always noise around here. Coyotes in the morning. Anyway, on the nose, guys, you do get some malty notes in there, some nice malty notes, a lot of like honey and like floral notes, some vanilla. Really, just light notes, light fruit notes, maybe some like pear in there or something like that. Let's take a taste. And on the palate, it's a really, really good tasting whiskey. Really light notes, a lot like the nose. Honey notes, some floral notes, definitely some malty notes, some vanilla in there. Definitely some light fruit notes, pears, apples. You know what? It's a good whiskey. I like this. I like Bushmills. There's not a whole lot to it. To me, it's a pretty basic whiskey. That's not bad at all. I mean, there's nothing that I find offensive about this. It's just a nice light whiskey, and I would even use the words, it's a refreshing whiskey. something that I would sip on like a hot day. If I wanted some whiskey on a hot day, this would be one that I'd pour in my glass. So Bushmills, guys. I mean, this bottle here for the little guy was like $2 or $3. For the big one, it's like $20. So you can't go wrong here. I'd say it's definitely worth the price, the $20 price tag for a 750 milliliter bottle. Definitely, I mean, you can find it anywhere. It's widely available. Another really good thing about this whiskey. And I would definitely drink this again. So for a rating, I'd give Bushmills. It's not my favorite. I really, really like Tullamore Dew. I'm just thinking about Irish whiskeys right now. I believe Redbreast was one of the Irish whiskeys we did, and that one was really good. Really, really good. That one might be one of my favorite Irish whiskeys. And Jameson, of course. Love Jameson. This one, I mean, I'd say on the level, different levels, this is right there with Jameson for me. I like Jameson a lot. I don't like it as much as like Redbreast, but I do like Jameson a lot, and I'll put this right there with Jameson. So for a rating, I'm gonna give this an 86 out of 100. I think that's a pretty fair score. It's like I said, it's pretty basic as far as Irish whiskey goes, but there's nothing I can really say bad about it. It's the finish doesn't last long. There's not a whole lot on the nose. But it was a good tasting whiskey that I will enjoy again. So 86 out of 100, guys. I'll be doing another review probably in the not too distant future, either with another little bottle. I've been finding some pretty interesting little bottles at the store, so not sure if I'm going to go with one of those or there's a couple I've been looking for out there, a couple that have been recommended to me that I have yet to find, but I'm going to keep looking, guys. And if I don't find them, I'll find something. I'll find something good. But that's it for this one. Hope you're all doing well. Definitely subscribe. Follow me on Facebook. Guys, you can always leave comments or message me on Facebook, whatever. Leave comments here if you want. And I'll get back to you. I try to get back to everybody as quickly as I can. So anyway, look forward to talking to you guys soon. Hope you guys are having a good holiday season. I'm looking forward to Christmas. Christmas should be fun. We were down in Turlock with my wife's family, which is about 2.5 hours south of here. Past Modesto, not as far as, say, Fresno. Cool little dairy town, country town, and that's what I love. So we'll be up here in Sonoma for, Petaluma and Sonoma for Christmas. So I'm looking forward to that, seeing my half of the family. And hope you're all doing well. I know I like to blab, keep on talking, but I just like to let you guys know how I'm doing. Like to hear how you're doing. So I'll talk to you all soon. And until next time, cheers.